So this is a game in the Worcester. I played a little earlier today, divisioned up with Dennis 7G. Also in the 5D clan. I'm playing the Worcester. He's playing the Minotaur, or the Minotaur, as I like to call it. It's domination on mountain range, and nothing. Kind of an interesting game. It has a really cool ending. I think me and Dennis basically play our hearts out in this game, but early on, it's a interesting struggle or interesting situation, and it starts right off in chat with the DDs and a couple other people, including myself. I wouldn't say it was salty. Basically, the Kaba at C, as you can see, he's already heading away from C. When questioned, he says he's not a capping DD, but he proceeds to go into the B cap, which makes no sense. So we shift. So some of the DDs at B make their way to C, because that's a very efficient use of our time here. Yeah, I don't know what to say. There's a little banter in chat. I wouldn't even call it salty. But basically, he refuses to go in. He says he's not a capping DD, and then he proceeds to go to the center of the map. Yeah, and you'll notice early on, this game really goes sideways for us. And it's no thanks to a couple of these very players. The Kagero and the Kid are in a division, so you'll notice, and this is one of my pet peeves with divisions, especially DD divisions. You don't have to play together. It doesn't really make things better. You'll notice immediately in this game, myself and Dennis split up. Now, if I had better concealment and maybe better radar range, this is a game on the first day of the new Worcester radar nerf, if you will. I am running the legendary upgrade, so I have a 10.6 concealment and a 9 kilometer radar now. If I had 9.5 kilometer detection and 9.9 radar, I probably would have followed Dennis into the cap. But either way, we split up. And as you can see, both of the DDs, the Kagero and the Kid, left B, so left Dennis alone or by himself, are coming to C, along with the Khabarovsk, who originally left C to go to B and now is coming back. And you'll see that, as if that isn't bad enough, this is about to go from bad to worse. So this Haragumo gets spotted, I believe by my radar, because I was spotted. I think I radared him and then I started hammering him. I am trying to get people to focus him now. I call him out a couple times. We've already lost a Zhao. Our Zhao taken out by a Shimakaze torp. And that was... wow, that's crazy. I didn't actually catch that during the game, but that's pretty horrible. Either way, this Haragumo is taking a beating, and this is so frustrating from my standpoint. This guy should be dead, right? Every single person should be focusing on that. That is probably... I'm not going to call it the most overpowered ship, because I don't believe it is. But it's one of the most annoying ships in the game, and when you have an opportunity to take it out, by all means do so. And our team kind of failed on that. And you know what? That's going to come back to haunt these guys, because I don't remember this Haragumo's stats in particular. I don't know that he was like a super Unicum player or anything like that. But you're going to notice, and it happens right there. Their Kerr first and their Haragumo both in a division together. Take out our Khabarovsk. and our kit immediately. So now we are down 2 destroyers and a cruiser, and we haven't even taken out a single ship. And of course the Khabarovsk. So the Zhao is blaming the DDs, and the Kaba is saying that is why Kabas don't cap. I told the guy early on, you don't need to cap, but why not stay on the flank? But whatever. What do I know? Whatever. He's the Khabarovsk is talking about his detection range, and there we lose our Kagero. So yeah, about 5.5 minutes into the game, and we've lost 3 of our 4 DDs and a Zhao. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Of course, the Kagero is now complaining that he was asked to come to sea, and nobody supported him, which is kind of funny because not only did I support him, I also pushed up to sea. I got spotted, I radared, I focused the ship, and then there are 2 BBs, so I can't just sit there broadside and hang out. Matter of fact, I can't even sit not broadside to battleships. So I left, and basically I say the same thing in chat. I guess we all do it. You see things from your perspective, and but a lot of these players don't have any map awareness, any concept of really what's going on in the game. Kind of like when you're in a DD and you call out a radar cruiser. To me, if I'm in a battleship, you're calling out that radar cruiser because it's a threat, or you're being radared, so I'm going to focus it. When I play a DD, I notice that people don't seem to really pick up on that. And Haragumos, radar cruisers, Minotaurs, they're just big threats. Focus them. It's pretty simple. Anyways, so I've been working on this battleship a little bit, trying to get us maybe a kill here, get myself maybe a kill, get the team a kill. Both of these battleships are being pretty heavily focused by our team, all things considered. Also, our team has taken a pretty good beating. Not only have we lost several ships, but the ships that are still afloat are, many of them are beyond 50% health. So yeah, it's not looking like a very great game. Take some incoming shells from this Grossa Kurfürst. Luckily for me, he didn't hit me too bad. I felt like I got a little lucky on that, but either way I'll take it. And I'm going to try to return as much of fire as I can on him. Keep him on fire, keep HE spamming him, burn him down, or now we got 2 fires on him, so that's really good. I believe he's already used his damage control, so that is really good. Even if I don't kill him, he is basically going to turn tail and leave me alone, hopefully. Which, as you can see, I'm actually pushing back in on him. So he does go down. So right now, our team has 2 kills, and both the Republic and the Kurfürst I've actually killed. So yeah, there's that. The Haragumo that I mentioned in the beginning, who probably was down to about 20% health, he's actually got 3 kills now. He just got another kill. Luckily for us, I think, the Turpits that he killed managed to torp him. So I don't know that a Turpits for a Haragumo is a fair trade, but and then we lose another ship. We lose our Bismarck. Yeah. We're down 3 ships right now. And the red team has 3 DD star 1. So this Worcester gets spotted. Looks like the BBs tore him up pretty good. I'm just trying to chunk him for some damage, maybe even get a kill. But that's not going to be our Minotaur, or Minotaur finishes him off. Dennis takes him out. So Dennis and me both have a couple, 3 kills between us, and there's only four enemy ships are down, and 1 was taken out by the turrets. So I'm trying to get the BBs to pull into C, and then I'm going to shift over and help my division mate. And again, you'll notice that we, although, I mean, working together as far as a crossfire goes, we're not actually sticking together or focusing the same cap or what have you. We've kind of split up to do our own thing here. Not that we don't play good together, we don't feed off each other. Dennis is actually a really, really good player. In basically every ship that he plays. I don't know that I've seen him play an aircraft carrier, but in all the battleships, cruisers, and DDs I've seen him play, and he does very well. So, again, trying to split up the division, so we had support for each of the DDs, but we actually saw how that panned out. We've also lost our gearing, so now we have no DDs. They have a 3 DD advantage and a 3 ship advantage, I believe. Yep. So Dennis manages to take out their turrets. So yeah, there's that. We are taking the C cap back. Me and Dennis are talking about pushing into B. Dennis is actually leaving his smoke right now, and I'm pushing up with him to take the B cap back. And yeah, we lose the Alsace. I had asked the Alsace to go dark and have the full health Montana move up, but apparently that wasn't going to happen. 2 DDs pop up in front of us. Dennis starts focusing one, so I start focusing the other. Dennis finishes them both off, so he's sitting on 4 kills. He's 1 kill away from a Kraken, and we've actually brought this game back a little bit closer. We're still down 270 points, but we are in the process of taking the C cap, and Dennis is going to push into the B cap. I'm going to start heading toward the A cap. You know, at this point, me and Dennis are a little bit more engaged as far as working together on stuff. The stuff over at the C cap is just beyond our control at this point, and we're not even worried about that. Luckily, our Yamato finishes off the Massachusetts. So now the ship counts are even. They've just taken the A cap back, which we had, and we are in the process of taking the C cap back, and Dennis just popped out of the B cap. He did a little drive-through on it. As we focus this, the Grove down, and Dennis is hitting it with AP, I'm hitting it with IFHE, and all of a sudden, this Zao pops up. Now, we had been talking, and I thought the Mino was actually in the A cap capping, and I was getting ready to go over there and deal with him, when all of a sudden the Zao pops up, and fairly close, although fairly low health. I managed to take him out, which was kind of huge, because he could have easily dropped detection and just kind of vanished on us, so that was kind of cool. So now I got 3 kills. Dennis is still sitting on his 4. We're both focusing this the Grove, and the Minotaur is back in the picture. So Dennis is pulling into the B cap. He's going to contest that. I'm going to try to get to the A cap as soon as I can. firing off my last couple salvos at this battleship on my way out. And he is down to 140 something health. And I managed to land a shot and secure that kill. At the same time, their de Grobe took out our Montana. So, yeah. I don't know what to say. I think we've turned this game around, believe it or not. Both myself and Dennis have 4 kills each of the 10 kills, so that's pretty good for us. Way to represent the team and the division and the clan. I put Hydro up because I fully expect this Minotaur to be torping me. So figure I'll throw Hydro up, pop in the cap. My radar is ready and available. So I'm hoping that once I get in the cap, he'll spot me and I can counter radar him, or push toward him and then counter radar him. Or not counter radar, because I don't think he has radar. He has smoke. Their Shimakaze still over by C. I've told Dennis that I got A and I'll take the Minotaur. And he's actually going to the C cap to help the Yamato with the Shima. That Shima's already got a couple kills. He was in a division with the Kurfürst and the Haragumo. And if you remember early on, that Haragumo took out 3 people, and the Kurfürst and the Haragumo took out 2 of our DDs back to back, like in milliseconds. During the game, I actually thought it was a Haragumo double strike. I didn't realize the Kurfürst got 1, but they took out our Khabarovsk and our kid. And sure as crap, the Minotaur gets spotted. I believe that might have actually been my radar that spotted him. He got just a little bit too close, and then when he was spotted, he opened fire. Hydro saves the day. Those torpedoes were actually not very well set up on me. So I'm going to try to finish this guy off. Looks like he's going to try and run behind the island. In chat, Dennis is calling out the Shima to give him his Kraken. And if I'm not mistaken, I actually think the Shima says, shoot the Minotaur. You gotta love that. So, unfortunately, the Minotaur has reset me a couple times. Fortunately, we stopped the point count, and we've almost gained enough points to go into the lead, and we actually do go into the lead before I actually cap this. So we've taken the lead back. We've got 2 of the caps, and I'm finishing up securing this one. At this point, there's really not much the Minotaur can do. I think the Shima is still on the other side of the map. And I'm going to cap this, and then I'm going to push the smoke. As I start heading over here, I'm debating, trying to figure out, well, let's put it this way. If I was that Minotaur, would I sit in that smoke, or would I go around the backside of that island in front of me? I would go around the backside of the island. I know I would. So I'm going to push the smoke. I'll have radar in 15 seconds. I'll have hydro in 8 seconds. So my plan is, as I get a little closer, pop hydro. And then when I know I can cover a good amount of that island, I am going to pop radar. And my radar is now up. Hydro's up. And just as I pop my radar, he comes around the corner. And, yeah. I'm going to turn it into him. I'm not going to let him AP the heck out of me, because he surely will. I managed to switch over to AP, and out of my 4 shells, I get a Citadel. And then I get 5 more Citadels, and that is my Kraken. And I managed to dodge his poorly fired salvo of torpedoes, and the game ends. So yeah, 138,000 damage, 5 kills, 8 fires, 6 citadels, 1 solo cap. Got the 4 ghoul something, whatever it's called, and then the Kraken were my only achievements. Yeah, and then on the leaderboard, it's me and Dennis. Me with 5 kills and 2396. 101 XP more than Dennis got. Our Turpitz is in second, and our Yamato's in our Turpitz is in third, and our Yamato's in fourth. And there is a big point gap between those 2 guys and myself and Dennis. All the ships that I damaged. Yeah, pretty good game. Of course, no torpedo hits. I didn't have torpedoes. Little bit of cap and some fire damage. So, yeah, pretty good game. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.